Hello, my beautiful golden viewers of gold. If a man can write a better book or preach a better sermon or make a better mousetrap than his neighbor, even if he builds his house in the woods, the world will make a beaten path to his door. Be the best of whoever you are and be the best at whatever you do. If you are, the world is going to respect you, appreciate you, even pay you to come before kings and queens and into mansions and palaces to strut your stuff, to do what you know how to do best. Inspiring the world and making this world a better place is all we know how to do best. You're highly welcome. Be greatly inspired. Let's go for gold.
Dancing in the rain. Always looking for solutions. Because no matter how you think you do things right, there's always something that is going to happen in your life.
The 4 major keys for myself to success is faith, prayer, consistency and commitment.
The nugget for today, I need you to remember that when going through hardships and hard challenges in life, don't give up.
The purpose of business is to create a customer. The purpose of hard work, dedication, determination, resilience, and prayers is to fulfill one's purpose. There is a purpose in everything. You name it, your career, your relationship, your life, your place, your taste, your race. There is a why, a reason. Please find yours, just like our golden champion of the day, and make our world better. A golden champion is here. Be inspired. Listen, learn, and grow. Gold is a show that celebrates value beyond circumstance. Today, we host a champion who turned pain into purpose and obstacles into opportunity. From unprivileged roots to undeniable success, this story shines brighter than gold itself. Calm, ambitious, and amazing Keeya is ready to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to change our world to a better place. This beautiful author is ready to love again. Her story will surely bring out the best in you. Presented to you, the author of Kidiboni Pain to Purpose. Let's go for gold.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me on Gold. You know, the word says gold, which means you're going gold. My name is Keeya Mufukeng. I am a massage coach. I am an author. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm an aunt. I'm a program director, I'm a model. Most of all, I'm a lover and I'm a beautiful soul. To everyone that is going through the most right now, I would share my piece, which is the truth, which worked for me. So what works for me is to look for a solution. I know someone will be like, you cannot look for a solution when you are at your lowest. But a solution would be, I just lost my job. I'm applying every day. I'm not getting anything. How about you do something that will work on your mind? You work on your mindset. When you work on your mindset, that's a very powerful tool to say, this is me. This is what I have. You become grateful with the little things that you think you have. You'll be amazed how everything can just turn around to favor you. Because now we take the mindset and we sit and we think of the negative things. Pour positive things into your mind. The more you do that, the quick turnaround that comes after that is amazing. It was when I was at my lowest and ended up in hospital, and I had to now, tell the psychiatrist everything from the childhood, things that I had never spoken about to anyone because I'm a bubbly soul and a happy soul. And then he said to me, write down everything that has been bothering you. And I was like, I'm here for you to just give me medication so I can be better. He was like, yes, you are going to be better because you are going to write it down. And then it worked. Every time I write about an incident, I would feel better. And then I kept on writing. By the time I lost my job, I had 3 choir exercise book of my life. That when I went through, I was like, what is this? Who is this? And I realized that was me. And then, of course, friends were encouraging. I was like, no, I'm not ready to share my life with the world. And, they were encouraging, no, the world needs to know the resilience that you have, things that you've been through, how you overcame everything. That's when now I like, okay, maybe this can be done. Then started doing the manuscript slowly but surely. Then the manuscript was ready, and then you like, packed it, like, okay, now we need to edit. I'm sure I want to do this. Then I went back. I kept on consulting with the psychologist and until I was emotionally ready for me to face the world. Because now what's in the book, when you tell the people, this is what I went through, there's a lot, there's positive and negative answers that you get from it. So I needed to make sure that I was ready emotionally, mentally, to face the world. That was my turning point. I believe that I conquered something that is very difficult, especially when you come from the society that I come from, things that are just pushed under the carpet. When you go through things and then they push under the carpet because we're not supposed to talk about them, it's an embarrassment. When I conquered that and the book came out, I was like, you know what, I've conquered in life. So what is happening in the world that makes me like super, happy is how rapidly women are climbing the ladder and how women are doing it for themselves without depending on the other party, without depending on, the society. So for me, that one, and the fact that we can marry anyone that we want to marry, which was a problem back in the days because, you couldn't marry, these ratios that are now happening. I like everything that is happening to say we are now free to do whatever we are doing without being judged. Yes, the judgment is still there, but it's not as much. How I define success is peace, actually. Peace. Peace with myself, peace with my surroundings, stability, and being able to give to the world. People that are in need, for me to be able to help, for me, that's success. It's not flashy, but to be able to help someone that won't be able to give back. 4 major keys to success for me is to find something that you are passionate about. Because when you are passionate about something, you're now working for passion, not for money. So whatever passion you put out there, then money follows you. And then number 2 is consistent. You need to be consistent. Once you start something, you need to be consistent. Number 3, you need to be work smart. Not a hard worker, but you need to work smart so that things work for you. And number 4, you need to now multiply yourself. Whatever you do, you need to then multiply yourself. Have your mini yous that will be saying, I come from there. For me, that's it. Those are the key things. My favorite quotes are, healing is a lifestyle, not an event. So it's something that is oneself. For example, meditation, journaling, taking walks. That is something that you do for yourself. Number 2 is leading with softness. When you lead with softness, people that you are leading, they then walk the path, a correct path that you are leading them on. And the 3rd one is never pour from an empty cup. Fill your cup first so that when you pour, you don't run empty. How do I cope with things that are happening? My favorite one is dancing in the rain. Always looking for solutions. Because no matter how you think you do things right, there's always something that is going to happen in your life. So instead of now dwelling on the problem, you look for solutions. There's always a solution. I believe that there's always a solution to anything that is thrown at you.
My people, work on yourself first and then work on others. Because for life to be better, you've got to be better. Let us go for a short and inspiring break on gold. And when we come back, we'll dare to do the undone right here on gold. Keep it here. Keep it golden. Hear me out, my golden viewers of gold. If you are in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. Care and show that you care, because the act of being a good friend is making each other glad, caring for someone and showing it too. Let your heart be golden. Help somebody today, tomorrow, and every single day. And please allow me to say this again. Care and show that you care.
Good day, my name is Robyn, CEO and founder of Keeya Foundation. I am a mother of 3 and a wife. One of my babies is an angel in heaven. My message today is for you to reach out and have a heart of gold. Through gold, you should find the gold inside of you, your purpose. And God has given us all. The reason why we were created was for purpose. And many of us has lost that sense of purpose. And we find that in material things, in riches, but we don't understand the true gold is our purpose. If we find who we are and why God has created us to be here and live that purpose, I believe there is hope. I believe that you really can make it through the toughest times. I've seen people come out of the deepest and darkest of pits where really there was hardly any hope. But once you decide to pick yourself up and also find the right people to surround you, good mentors, people that will support you, pray with you, and carry you through your difficult times. Don't isolate yourself. That's the one thing that you must never do. Isolating yourself, that just pulls you deeper into a dark hole. The 4 major keys for myself to success is faith, prayer, consistency, and commitment. I believe if you have faith, if you believe in your prayer, if you stay consistent, irrespective of your circumstances, and you stay commitment, you truly can make it and become successful in what you have been called to do and what you believe in doing. Well, there are a few stories that I can share with you where our organization helped people that really was life-changing. But one particular story was a young girl that I remember finding in an informal settlement. She was sitting and sewing up a little broken piece of cloth, and I went to her and I asked her what she was doing, and she was saying, no, she's just trying to make a handbag to sell because they need some money at home. And she was one of the first students that I took in. And I said to her, okay, come, we run a skill center where we teach young girls how to sew. And when she started with us, I realized that she had a bit of difficulty reading and understanding. You know, not everything was made clear to her at school. So she started out with patterns and sewing. But one day I had a chat with her and I said, what is your dream? Do you really want to sew? She said to me, no, Ma. She called me Mama Africa. She said, no, Mama Africa, I would like to become a teacher. And this is a very difficult thing that I looked at because I see that she could hardly read and write properly. So we had to incorporate some reading and writing through the sewing school. Fast forward a couple of years later, she is now a teacher at a private school. She has her own daughter and she's doing exceptionally well. So her dream came true eventually. And that for me was really life-changing. She was also a victim to substance abuse and a whole lot of other things. But she was able to conquer that and succeed and really live in her dreams. She has her own home and a little family too now as well. So that was definitely one of the stories, that I believe inspired me to continue and to really reach out to more people to help them.
Albert says imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attraction. the description of yourself that you have in your head. That is exactly how you're going to be in the future. Be inspired by the golden nugget of the day and think positive about yourself.
My name is Monique Erasmus, and I'm a co-founder of Soul Voice Journeys, a personal development platform. My golden nugget for today are words once said by Albert Einstein. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. How you define yourself in your mind is who you will be in the future. So always think positively. In this golden nugget for today, I need you to remember that when going through hardships and hard challenges in life, don't give up. Give your absolute best. And when you look back, you can see all the lessons that you've learned and how far you've come. No matter how hard things will be, keep chasing your dreams. Keep bringing those dreams into reality. You can do this. Imagination is the origin of all of our dreams. It is so important to be a dream chaser, to be a change maker, and to have that influence on other people's lives. One important thing that I would really love to share with you from my personal journey is that through hardships and through challenges, just don't give up. No matter what happens, keep pushing forward. One day you will look back, see all the lessons that you've learned, and see how far you've come. Don't give up, no matter what. If that's the one thing that you should hold on to, it's just that.
Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination, dedication, and determination will take you everywhere. With our determination, we want to take you to a place that you've never been before, a place where everything is possible. After the break, we're coming back. We'll take you there. Somehow, it is easy to be a champion because all you need to do is to serve people. Albert Switzer says, the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. And I say, as a matter of fact, helping others, even in your business, serve people, because if you're willing to do more than what you're paid to do, eventually you will be paid more than what you do. A champion did. A golden champion of the day is still here, inspiring souls on gold.
What I think the Gen Zs lucky to have is technology that we have, this fast-moving technology that we have, and I don't think some of them are using it to the best of their ability or to suit them or to make something out of it. I think with their mindset, their attitude, they speak their minds. Those people, they can do a whole lot of things if they set their minds to it. And I find them very smart. These Gen Zs, they're very smart. Yes, there's technology, but a lot of them are very smart. But I think some of them, because they think they know better, they don't want to be told because they think I know it all. They've got that mindset that I know it all. If they can just, come back a bit and be able to listen to us that have walked the walk, to say, oh, okay, if I take this and I include it in my life and I include it in my daily activities and then they will be successful. Okay, a golden advice to whoever is going through whatever, a golden advice to oneself, to myself, is that whatever you want, you can achieve. Whatever you put in your mind, you can achieve. Whatever you working on, you will get it. Because whatever you want is on you. And only you can work on it. Be it in a relationship, be it at work, be it in the business. In a relationship, I'll make an example. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't go out. You don't look after yourself. How is another person going to love you and look at you with love if you don't do that to yourself? In business, you're not consistent. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not posting enough. You're not making yourself aware. How are other people going to receive what you are doing? In lifestyle, you want to have a stunning body, but you don't go to the gym. You don't exercise. You eat junk. You don't eat right. Your mental health, things that you are listening to, things that consumes your brain are things that are scattered. How about you start doing things that are going to mold you and shape you into what you want? Self-care is not just the outer body. Self-care is the inner. Self-care is what you listen to, friends that are surrounding you, things that you want to, pay attention to, things that you eat. Are they nourishing your body? Things that you listen to, are they nourishing your body? So a golden advice is take care of your well-being, take care of yourself, so that when another significant other is looking at you, remember, you are the image that you are portraying outside. People buy you before they buy what you want. People buy you before they even approach you. People buy you. So make sure that you look the part. Make sure that you can buy yourself. Okay, what I would like to share with people, whoever that can resonate, is your past is not your future. Do not determine where you come from shapes where you are going. Where you are going, it's your journey. It's not your family. It's not the community. It's not the friends. It's you. It's a lonely journey that you are going to walk yourself. Make sure you are armed. Make sure you know what you are doing. Make sure what you are doing you are passionate about. Make sure what you are doing fulfills you. Make sure what you are doing gives you peace at night. Then you're going to conquer anything and everything that you want in life. So whatever you want, remember, the past does not determine your future, because your future lies on your hands. So these are the things that I do to conquer fear. Number one, I pray. I'm a very, very prayerful being, and I manifest a lot. I live by manifestation, and whatever I want, I envision it. I put a taste, I put a smell, I touch it with my mind. I make it live. Whatever I want, I create it and I put it in front of me and I see it happening. That has worked for me. I meditate and I keep myself out of the noise. How do I shut down? I shut down and I put myself as a priority. So that works for me. I could take a walk, go hiking alone, listening to things that are inspiring me, listening to like your Oprah, how she made it in life, even though she was raped, and which I resonate with her. I listen to such things, people that are inspiring me. And then in my mind, I'm like, if she could do it, why not me? So that's how I overcome my fear. But manifestation works for me anytime, any day, and it lives in me. I don't go to places where I'm not going to learn anything. Even if I don't have enough money, but I would make sure that I choose good restaurants where I know that I might bump into someone that might mentor me. And to be able to actually go to that person and be like, you look interesting. Can I ask, what is it that you do? You brave up. That's how I've met most people that are successful. You go, you sit at a coffee shop, you see a person, they are busy, they are in a meeting, and you go and approach and you say, hello, sir, hello, ma'am. I see, I'm sorry to disturb you, but what is it that you do? You strike me as someone that I could look up to. Trust me, that person will open up and they will share what is it that they do. They will share, because now you've approached them, you've braved up to say, I see me in you. Can I learn from you? They won't say no.
My beautiful golden viewers of gold, let me give you a formula for success. It's quite simple, really. Double your rate of failure. Now you're thinking failure is the enemy of success. Nah, it isn't at all. You can be discouraged by failure or you can learn from it. So go ahead and make all the mistakes you can, because that is where you will find success. I'll see you next time on Gold. Go forth and prosper. Go for gold.